No excuses. Use these coupon codes. Let's just prove to everybody. Let's just tell Matcherino, hey, why didn't you give us the coupon codes 3 days ago? Because look how fast we can use them. Yeah? Okay, good. Thumbs up. I know we can do it, guys. So let's get those used up. So on the right-hand side, our red Zerg player from Team Expert. I wonder if the pool then hatch. Let's see what he's going to do. Is going to be Bly. He's playing against the Blue Terran player to the top left-hand side of the map. Give it up, guys, if you're cheering on KeeN. Game number 1 of this best of 3 in the early stages. As again, 6 lings early with that pool first. Let's see just what Bly can get up to with this. It kind of feels like a very early pool first as well. 6 lings already moving out across the map. It's very aggressive. Reaper will be out, but obviously that becomes the issue. Is the Reaper going to be at home or not? Well, we'll find out here very shortly. I imagine it actually probably will be, especially because he's sending this SCV across. When you see with the SCV that it wasn't a hatchery first, i.e. the hatchery is still not finished when your SCV scout arrives, boom, all of a sudden you should know to keep that Reaper kind of close to home, but he actually sends it out through the center anyways, so yeah, I mean, I don't really understand the point of the SCV scout if you're going to still send the Reaper across the map, and he does turn it around, so turning it back around, and Reaper will come back towards the natural expansion here in the next few moments. A couple of lings just nibbling away onto that SCV, and we'll force it away. But obviously, you know, 6 lings, it could have been 3 drones. Pool first could have been a hatch first. And these are all things which Bly sort of gave up here to be able to apply this pressure so early in the game. As we're going to see one SCV getting back to work here. Just wants to make sure that there is enough health on the command center. Make sure it's not going to have to cancel or something ridiculous. Second SCV going to be forced away, which is still fine for now. The Reaper just slowly working its way through those lings, and they'll go up in towards the main base. And oh, I mean, what can he really try and grab? Not a lot. He's not even really going to get into the mineral line. And that will be that. Starport gets thrown down here in the main base as well. So a transition, a follow-up here, going to be coming on through as a couple of Hellions are going to be popping out of this factory. What else is going on? Well, we're going to see the third hatch from Bly coming down over to the right-hand side. So third hatchery is going to be popping on up, and yeah, I mean, everything fairly standard timing for our Zerg player behind this. I mean, ling speed finishes now, but he doesn't have any lings on the map to really try and utilize with that. As the first couple of Hellions start popping out, KeeN just going to play it safe. He's actually he's already a little bit ready for the potential run by or so. You know, he's just sat here with 4 Hellions waiting at the natural expansion for something to happen. As we are going to see an SCV throwing down the depot at the front. And this Reaper also just going to be scouting around here to have a look to see what else is going on. Seeing the third base, for example, is a big indicator that, okay, well, this isn't completely like a 2-base all-in or something. It means it's probably not going to be a super fast lair. I mean, this is a fairly fast lair that is coming up right now. Started around the 4-minute marker. But it's not like a sort of 3-minute lair, you know? Not at all, as we're going to be seeing the... about halfway done, Rotron and Evo Chamber starting to come on up. And the game just developing into a little bit of a mid-game right now, which is always great to see, especially especially when players are not really in kind of terrible positions or anything like that. You know, no real damage was taken super early. You know, there's evolution chambers. It looks like there's going to be macro. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a lengthier game to kickstart us here today, which is super, super awesome. Wow, holy crap, guys! Some insane love coming in over on the Matcherinos. Crank. I believe that's Crank. I think it is Crank, who's donated $100 to the prize pool. Obviously, Crank is casting in Korean right now. But I'll tell you what, guys. While there's a couple of moments of like peace and calm, maybe let's go formal raid. Maybe we should do this after the game. Let's do this after game number 1. Actually, holy shit! Well, just as these Hellions poke around. We'll give some love to Crank. Oh my god. What the fuck? We've just raised $350 in like 10 seconds. Okay, I tell you what, guys, these donations deserve to be read out in full and properly. So I'm going to get to the Matcherino donations after this game. I was going to do like a little bit of them now, but there's some crazy shit going on. So I tell you what, we're going to do them after this game. instead, because otherwise we're just going to spend like 10 minutes talking about them. So thank you everyone for supporting Matcherino. We'll get around to sharing some love with you guys and spreading the love after this one. As you see, the Hellions actually shut down pretty quickly here, not really able to do much at all. A few roaches going across the map, but there's a Banshee out as well, and that really will help to shut things down. This Viking is poking around the map as we see the double armory follow-up. KeeN just heading to a point in the game where he's going to feel very comfortable. He's going to have what he needs just to survive and to play a very macro-focused mech game here on Ascension to IF for Game 1 of the series. Again, a few things up to the top, and we are going to see this 4th hatchery of Bly is dropping down as well. Just continuing to expand and set himself up for the later stages. An interesting Carapace initial upgrade here, as we do see now missile upgrade will start as well. I guess because he was going to play Ling Roach for a little while initially, the Carapace benefits both of those units rather than the missiles, which would only benefit the Roaches. Or you know, melee would only benefit the Lings, but of course, going melee kind of early in ZVT now doesn't make much sense, because most players are playing that mech style, and melee doesn't make a lot of sense against mech. Infestation Pit will finish up as well, of course. You've seen that one on the production tab as... sorry guys, the WCS game heart really doesn't like loading lately. Like, I don't know what it is, but the worker kills... I don't know what it is, but the extension's just really bugging out the last few days. So I apologize for that, as we do see Queens not, well, in position, but no Spore Crawler was ready. So those Banshees picked up a lot of kills, and now a little bit of a run by those, so back and forth damage being done. I mean, this run by going to get, what, a couple of SCVs perhaps? It's not a lot, but some mining time. Actually, look at that on the top side on the gas. There's going to be a whole bunch of workers getting picked off there. So some workers going down, and you're just going to see those Banshees coming around the right-hand side to try and just do a little bit more. +1 vehicle weapons, +1 vehicle plating is coming on through at the moment. I'm going to be seeing the Hive starting up. Supply just going straight on into this. I mean, it's not too ridiculous. It's not like he's going to build a lot off of this Hive. It's not like he's going to throw down like a load of tech, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he just wants to get up into some Vipers here to help him out. He actually did utilize that Infestation Pit as well as for going into Hive to get a few Swarm Hosts up. He's going to attack for the first time with these towards the 3rd base here. As you can see, they're getting ready to drop those Locusts up into the sky, and Bly drops straight on down on top of those Cyclones actually. Oh no, the Swarm Hosts are being rallied incorrectly, but it's okay because the Locusts are tanking the damage here. As you do see, well, a couple of depots are going to go down as well. It's actually pretty nice damage for the first wave of Locusts. Meanwhile, double 4 in the main base. They should probably try and switch to the single target fire onto those Overlords, although we actually do see the Hydra Den's going to drop, which is great damage as well, of course. I mean, okay, some Hydra's got to come out, but Muscular Augments isn't on the way yet. So actually, that means the upgrade will be heavily delayed here. And in general, I still like what KeeN has done. Look at this, 26 workers with the combination of Hellions and Banshees throughout the game so far. You see those 4s dropping off to the side and just finding more damage. I mean, that's what these 4s are here for. Just finding damage throughout the game. As we're going to see Swarm Hosts again. Bly's way to try and do a little bit more. As you see some Hellions, I mean, they're starting to do some real damage here. I mean, Swarm Hosts actually having to run back towards their Locusts, and just the Locusts in general having to be used for this. As, oh no! Bly is completely going to be caught off guard here. We see the Swarm Hosts getting picked off super easily by this 4 dropping on top of it, and well, the Banshee's getting some kills too. Only 4 Swarm Hosts remain. That's already 7 kills on Swarm Hosts. KeeN is having one heck of a good time here in his first series of the day. What a start. Oh, sorry guys. Rogue is still on the overlay. I apologize. Thank you for pointing it out. I was wondering why you guys were talking about Rogue. I was like, what do you mean I'm letting Rogue play every race? Sorry guys, that was up from yesterday. I don't watch my exploit window down on the scoreboard very often, you know. Do apologize. Anyways, we see pushing forwards here, KeeN continuing with this mech play, as we're going to have the pretty powerful force continue to push on in. Some Hydras taking some shots. And again, just poking forwards. A couple of battles do land on a medevac, but I feel as though KeeN's just killed too much, you know, so far in the game. The fact that he killed so many Swarm Hosts, he did a lot of damage with that, well, with a couple of 4s as well, and with the Banshees too. I mean, 26 workers. It is a lot, as we're going to see Banshees picking away at a distance. Some Hellbats taking the charge forwards. Some tanks could probably start to move up this ramp as well, just a little bit here. As you see those Ravagers still getting picked away at. Hydras as well. Viper is currently consuming on this extractor to the top side of this hatchery. As here we go, Vikings up in the sky, and we are going to see another Viper picked off before he can do anything. I mean, that's just deadly, and a very clumped up Bly here is going to start losing units very, very quickly. I mean, these Vikings could even land at this point, and I think that's what is kind of being considered right now for KeeN. And that is going to be everything being cleaned out as those Hydras going to get picked off, and well, that really is just about going to be it here for game number 1. It's about all she wrote, as KeeN will be able to pick away at the 3rd hatchery. He'll be able to pick away at the 4th hatch as well as he backs away, if he wants to even back away, if he even needs to. He might just continue pushing forwards as Bly desperately going to try and get some extra units out across the map. Some Swarm Host Locusts are doing bits and pieces, but really nowhere near enough to start pulling him properly back into this game number 1. That's going to be... well, yeah, I mean, this is really just about it, right? The Spore Crawler under fire here will be falling in just a few moments, and yeah, I mean, this is about it. As we're going to be seeing a few drones just going to pull away, and I mean, it really is about all she wrote here. Bly's going to try and hang in there because he's got a few Swarm Hosts, I guess, to try and maybe do something. Bly is one of these players who'll stay in the game a little while, and, you know, maybe he just wants to get himself warmed up or so. You know, maybe he's just getting his fingers going for the day. Maybe he needs just a few more moments to get himself ready for that second game, and that's what he's just giving himself here. It's you know, it's a fair enough thing. You know, maybe it's one of his earlier games of the day, or maybe just getting used to the NA server ping for the day. It sounds a little bit ridiculous and so on, but it can be a good reason to stay in the game. There's the GG. I mean, it's not going to stay in forever, just maybe a minute or so more than was really perhaps real esport heroes. And again, all that prize money on Matcherino does go directly to the players. We don't take cut. Matcherino very simply takes some processing fees, etc. Very minimal amount. All of that money gets directed to the players, which they of course can claim as their prize when they finish top 4 in this event. Papa Mitch has got our back on the crank link. I'm gonna go and can we even type in Crank's chat? I hope so. Well, anyways, give Crank a follow or so, maybe. Whatever. Send him a heart. Send him a. Oh yeah, there you guys go. There you go. Lots of hearts for Crank. Yeah, yeah, you guys did it. Woo! Lots of hearts. Awesome. All right, guys. I like it. We actually sent some love to Crank. That's awesome. You know, usually when I try and do these things, people are, you know, we don't actually get very far. I'm like, hey guys, let's go do this. And like, 2 people show up and spamming Wardy hypes like, woo! Wardy host. Awesome stuff, guys. Love it. Love it. Game 2 here on Abyssal Reef. Just before I introduce the players, Whoosh J coming in with the 3-month resub. My friend, how are you doing? And thank you so much for the 3 months of resubscribing. You do get a decoration on the Christmas tree. You have a wide variety of color choices. You can have red, or silver, or green, or pink. There's a variety of like shiny, glittery. Let me know what you want, my friend, and I'll get you up on the tree. Any deck, you know, any new sub, any resub goes on the tree, guys. Any donation of $5 or more, any cheer 500 or larger, it all goes up on the tree. If you gift a sub, you can upgrade your decoration to have a gold star on it, so you can make your decoration even prettier, even better. Our biggest supporters of the month will get to go on the big star at the top. And if you tell you what as well, if you guys are donating on Matcherino, you also get a decoration on the tree. How about that? So Montian, let me know what you might want. I think everyone else that's donated on Matcherino actually has a decoration. But go and share some love, guys. Alright, let's do this. Let's go in game and introduce our players. We do have to the top left hand side the blue Terran player. It is KeeN. He's up 1-0 in this best of 3. Sorry, almost 3 minutes in. To the bottom right hand side, our red Zerg player. It is Bly. Sorry for that. Got a little bit carried away with talking there. As we set up into game number 2 of the series. Tech Lab on the backs, just to catch you guys up. I mean, not really anything super crazy here early on. was just 2 Zerglings this time, not the 6 we saw in the last game, and now our first couple of Hellions are moving across the map. So, in terms of what you guys might have missed by me not observing, because I know some people get super triggered when I just stand on the first command center for a while, which I guess is understandable. We haven't missed much, as we do see the first couple of Hellions, but now they're actually going to start getting some kills, and there is 3, there's 4 for 2 Hellions so far. I mean, these Hellions haven't even gone down yet, so there's 5 worker kills. Some very solid damage done so far. Very nicely done indeed, as this Hellion runs out away over to the side. Very nicely done indeed. Hellion will go down, sure, but I mean, very worthwhile. And even the Reaper to scout the main base, just get a little bit of figuring out as to what is going to be going on. As you see the Lings will clean that up as well. So nothing too mental, nothing too crazy. More Hellions at home. Now Cloak, Banshee coming, well, Cloak are coming up, but actually a Liberate on the way down. There's a few more Lings coming out of Bly. Interested to see what his game plan is for this one. Wish Jay wants a pink glittery ball. Okay, I can do that. We'll hang you up after this game, bro. Thank you very much for responding quick. All this helps me to actually be able to recognize it. Hellion's not going to really have much issue at all dealing with those Zerglings, as you can see. So the Ling's getting picked off pretty swiftly. And a few more Lings over to the left-hand side. Just sat waiting to maybe, well, come in and cancel this third base when the Hellions really do commit across the map. So maybe this moment is now. Meanwhile, Liberate arrives in the natural expansion, so already a couple of drones going down as well. So a couple of drones getting picked off here as the Roach Roar in the Evo chamber. Coming up, Bly, a very similar game plan to the last time, even with the timing of his lair. It's very, very similar. So now Banshee coming out too, and oh man, Hellions on the third base are starting to roast away at a few of these drones. So some real good damage being done. This is 18 worker kills. Oh, Bly is falling apart here already a little bit in game number 2, honestly. A little bit of a shame, as we are going to see those Zerglings. Well, they cleaned up, but they really did take their time about it as well. KeeN is even feeling as though he can just throw down the stim pack. Nah, it's just a fake. Oh, I actually wanted to see some Bio play. Does anyone else really miss Bio? I love Terran because of Bio. Like, Bio's my thing, you know, and oh, I really am sad that this patch is so mech friendly. It's not even that it's like mech friendly per se. It's more just anti-bio or non-bio friendly, I suppose. It's it's a bit of a rip. Feels bad, man. Feels bad as a long-time bio-loving fan. We just never get to see bio anymore. Sad face. Ling's coming back in towards the center. 2 Banshees joined up together. We haven't really seen them harassing at all just yet. We've just seen them sort of chilling out a little bit. And she's finally getting themselves a queen there. Not quite, but then the queen tries to come back in, and now Bly really makes sure it's going to be off on the way to the side, so they can't get picked off once again. So queen heading away over there. 2 more armories coming up here from KeeN. So you're going to see a couple of factories being added on as well. So a couple of factories coming up. 2 cyclones are about to pop out, come in towards the third base. And again, Hellions and a tank or so just gathering together. A few workers going down. Where is that? Back over to the natural expansion, actually. As we do see those queens again pushing those banshees away. Yeah, some nice damage being done here once again. I mean, it's just really good for KeeN. The more of this he does, the further ahead he gets, and the easier the game becomes because of it. And I mean, I feel as though we are probably just going to be, probably seeing Bly not having the greatest of times, continuing to move forwards here. And KeeN, realistically, he just needs to keep on building up. And when he pushes, well, what does Bly even do then? He's gone into this fairly fast hive again, even faster than last game, I believe. Last game he started up about 8 minutes. This time it's a bit quicker. He has the 4 swarm hosts on the way. He'll probably want to go for more than just the 4, of course, over time. As we do see 5, 6 more workers killed already. And now a few more drones still going down. And 7 more workers going down. Again, very nicely done. Some real good damage being dealt. He is now the 4th command center of KeeN. Coming up on the left-hand side right now. So 4th command center coming up. And we're just going to be seeing the Zergling from Bly just setting up here as well. A single barracks going to start coming through the center of the map. And there is the 4th hatchery of Bly. Also starting up here is just going to be seeing a few more drones getting picked off. Man, this is crazy. So much damage being done. And this is really kind of insane right now. As we're going to see those locusts jumping up, and they are going to drop down onto this 4th base. So we're going to be seeing this command center going to get picked away at, and it will be falling here in the next few moments. Well, the locust will be falling, I should say. That was a bad call by me. Badly phrased. Obviously, the CC's not going to fall if those units are nearby. I mean, it still goes kind of low, though, considering there was only that many locusts. It wasn't that many. You know, any fewer, and it's not like it was finished up so you could repair. So it was pretty close. It was closer than you might think. You're all going to be seeing the Hellions coming through the top side and just looking to see what else they can get up to. I mean, it's been the consistent run-bys throughout the game to really put KeeN into the position that he's been in. The run-bys and all sorts of different forms of harassment, as we're going to be seeing 2 workers going down and well, even more going down once again, and 6. I mean, at this point, the Hellions are such kind of giveaways as well. Like, you really do not need to keep these Hellions alive. There is no need for that in this scenario. So here we go, Locust. A little bit disjointed with their dropping down here. 2 workers killed, and tank's going to be good enough. SCVs do repair the planetary as well, just to make sure. Just in case. As we do see first, well, we're going to be seeing a Banshee starting to grab some Swarm Hosts, at least being able to push them away, of course. Hydra's on the way out, so eventually here the Hydra will be able to push this Banshee away and to stop the Swarm Hosts from having such issue. Cloak doesn't work when there's an Overseer overhead. And we do see still Roaches and Hydras in the center. Let's see what they can do, as we're going to have a barracks being picked away at. It's actually going to be going down. I mean, losing the barracks isn't a big deal. Obviously, you float it around just to gain information anyways. I mean, Bly can't even saturate his 4th base, and when he tries to, drones just get massacred once again. It's a barbecue. Day after day here on Abyssal Reef, as we're going to be seeing the next wave of locusts. Well, it'll land. It'll kill 4. It'll actually kill a couple of tanks as well. Nope, just one of the 2 that I thought were going to go down. I mean, you kill a tank and a 4. In the meantime, you lose another 14 workers. You still don't have the efficiency going your way, really, as KeeN. I mean, the locusts are helping. You can't deny that. Resources lost is even. But when you've been behind in income against a Terran who's meching, that's really never going to be great for you. And that's the exact situation KeeN finds himself in. Vikings are here to help deal with the Vipers, just like that last game. I mean, it's going to be a slow push from KeeN. He's going to be very cautious with it. I mean, nice. I mean, a parasitic bomb goes down for the life of a Viper. Wow, I mean, well, actually a lot of damage on this Viking. Very nearly dies, actually. But I mean, even still, you lose a Viking to kill a Viper. That's super efficient. That's super worthwhile. You'll take that trade any day as the Terran player. I like this. One Hellbat going forward, trying to force the Locusts to drop down early. Obviously just trying to stop them from dropping on top of the army. Is there a blue flame upgrade? There is indeed, and we're just going to be seeing the forwards targeted. Tanks actually on sieging now. They re-siege as the Hydras come forwards. Hydras will just be caught as they back away. The tail end of that army getting covered in tank shells, and a few units falling with that shot. Vikings and 4 getting rid of this Overseer as well. I mean, what does Bly even do at this stage? Well, he needs one heck of an engagement. I do like what he's been doing. He's playing in a way that buys him time. It gives him opportunities, and you know, it's allowing the Stormhosts to do a bit of something. The problem is every time we see these Locusts drop and they aren't really doing enough. Nice little run-bys, little things like this that will, in the long term, maybe really drag him back into it. Problem is, thinking long term might not be the way to think when this entire mech army is starting to siege up on your 5th base. A base which is not super essential at this stage, but becomes very essential very quickly. The Locusts initially here help a lot of the Hydras. The tanks are even target firing Hydras already, as the Hydras are going to keep on trying to push forwards. And well, for the Hydras, this tank line just seems to be never ending as every one of these Hydras goes down. KeeN, with a convincing engagement here, will just continue to push forwards. He'll reinforce with a few Hellions running across the map, extra Vikings too. More Hydras on the way. It's not what Bly wants to be making as his greatest Spire finishes, clearly. He would much rather be making Corruptors, getting ready to make those Broodlords and put that tech to use. I mean, that's something which maybe could cause some issues for KeeN in this scenario, but he just can't justify trying to build Broodlords right now. He may as well try to hang in there. I mean, if you build Broodlords at this point, you're definitely going to die. If you build Hydras, at least you might maybe survive long enough to then build Broodlords, so that's sort of the reasoning behind what Bly is building, but the reality is He's just too far behind. Tanks are, well, some of them aren't even sieged up because he just doesn't deem it necessary. Now the Hydra's maybe doing a little bit more than you expect, but it's still going to be a heck of a lot of mech play left on this side of the map as those Hydras fall. I mean, now I think KeeN will unsiege and maybe pull back slightly. He's killed off the 5th base, he's killed off the 4th base. So he's probably going to pull back just for a moment here, give himself a few moments to re-establish back at home, keep on building that army. He currently builds a 6th command center to the top side of the map here. KeeN continuing to expand, continuing to put himself into some crazy decent positions. Scans to the south side just to double check there's nothing here. Make sure there isn't a hidden base, which is maybe keeping Bly in the game more so than KeeN thinks he's going to stay in the game. As you're going to see those Locusts getting picked away at, getting taken down pretty swiftly. I would say actually not that quickly actually. Quite a few tanks going down here. Maybe actually even enough to allow the Hydras to get every single one of them. However, even when the tanks fall, enough Hellions, Hellbats and Vikings will just keep on pushing forwards, and realistically Hydras on their own just can't fight against this. They're backed away into a corner now, and well, even if they manage to survive, the drone line is going to be gone. As you can see, these workers disappear at a rapid rate. GG from Bly. KeeN will pick up the 2-0 in his first series of the day. Looking very good in the pro.